Hi, I'm Jordan. I'm a lighting designer and lighting programmer based out of Vancouver, BC. And in this video, I want to compare the Chamsys MQ80 with the Martin, or Elation now, M2GO. Just in terms of background, the M2GO has been my working console for the last 2 years or so. So I definitely have a far deeper range of experience in the world of Martin. I've had the Chamsys MQ80 here for about 3 or 4 days. So far, the Chamsys has really impressed me and has made me consider switching to the Chamsys system. So in terms of comparing the two, just top to bottom, you can see on the Martin, I had to put an external monitor on it that didn't come with it. The new M2GO HDs have the monitor built in, so we're just going to pretend like that comes with the M2GO now, just because if you were to buy a new one now, it would. So starting very basic stuff, you'll see the MQ80 here is on my right. I can undo the power cable and it's still running, which is pretty cool. There's an internal battery backup power protection system. I have seen YouTube videos of Martin guys. There's one in particular, he's doing a rap show and some reason a breaker blew or something at front of house, and he was down for 1.5 minutes, and his entertainer, his act that he was traveling with, was rapping in the dark for about 90 seconds while he rebooted his machine and solved the power problem. So it's not a huge thing for most people, but in that 1 in 1,000 moment, that could be pretty critical. On the other side, as you just saw when I held up the plug, it uses PowerCon, so it's a lock-in connector. I have been programming a couple times on the M2GO, and my foot will bump the IEC cable. As you can see, it's just IEC cable into a power supply. It's not locking connector at all, so it definitely can come undone. So that's one improvement that I like about the MQ80 so far. In terms of playbacks, so the M2GO has 10 playbacks. The Chamsys also has 10 playbacks with faders. But what's cool about the Chamsys is there's a master, a submaster, and a crossfader. And each of those can be reassigned. So if you prefer to have 13 playbacks, you don't get the select button and everything with them. But if you just wanted to put like a haze machine on your crossfade playback and that fits your purpose better for a particular event, you can do that. You can put your like Lecos or something on the submaster. You can do that as well, which is a lot more flexible. The other really cool thing is with the Chamsys, when you first boot it up and you go to the kind of the default programming screen once you get your patch done, the palettes are, for most mainstream fixtures, are already pre-created. On the Martin, you have to go through and create all your palettes, create all your colors, create all your positions. Obviously, you will still want to create some of your custom ones, like downstage, upstage, all that. But like for the positions, it comes with like center, left, right, and for moving lights, it actually you can bump together some looks really fast, which is I work mostly in the corporate world, and a lot of the time you don't know what's coming next, so ability to quickly put stuff together like that is good. You can do it in the Martin on the programmer as well, but yeah, it's just faster on the Chamsys. And then in terms of encoders, you can see here we have 4 encoders on the side, 2 here, 2 here. On the Martin, you have 4 encoders up top. You do have this little touchscreen down here, but I found that mostly the touchscreen here duplicates what's on the screen here. So I haven't found that to be too effective. It has saved me once actually. For whatever reason, the ELO, like the touchscreen here, died, and so I was busking off the little screen on the bottom. It is kind of nice to have a backup, but I think the soft buttons here are a lot faster, and as you can see here, all the encoders and stuff are redundant to the touch screen. So this button here does the same as tapping the screen there, which is good. In terms of outputs, they both have 4 universes of DMX and then network. The Chamsys has 4 network outputs, so it has like a built-in switch, which is again faster and a little more convenient, a little more value there. The Chamsys also has MIDI, The M2GO, the MIDI would have to be an upgrade that I would have had to buy as an add-on. What else is there? In terms of overall flow, so say you're in your color picker, you can reassign the crossfade to be a busking rate master, which means that if you're just selecting fixtures and selecting colors, like at a corporate event, somebody says, hey, make all the uplights blue, but there's a presenter on the stage and you need to do that like immediately in a way that is not abrupt. If you have the crossfade set as a busking rate master, you can just select your fixtures, hit blue, and then this will determine the fade time anywhere between 0 and 10 seconds. So if you have that set at 5, you can do that on the keypad too. I think on both consoles, for sure on the Chamsys. But it is just, if you're into the graphic interface, Chamsys does it a bit better. The downside in terms of the screens, on the M2GO HD, you can tilt the screen to whatever angle you want. On the Chamsys, I find that in order to be working efficiently and not hunched over the console, you really have to be standing up. I really wish that the little screen here was on some sort of a little pivot, so even if you had like 10 degrees, just so when you're sitting behind a desk or sitting behind a booth, you could actually see the screen a little bit better. But I'm sure that, I don't know why they did it that way. Probably a bit cheaper just to permanently mount it the way it is. Everything else is, yeah, you can do an external monitor on the Chamsys. I was concerned, as you can see here on the Martin system, I really like having all my playbacks and palettes and stuff on a playback page. This wasn't immediately obvious on the Chamsys, but I did find that they have what they call an execute page, where you can make a grid exactly like this if that's how you want to do it. So you can make all your colors, all your positions. You can put it on an external monitor, or you can pull it up on the screen that's in it and do it that way, or you can busk off the faders and the main program, or the programmer, I guess. And then also the huge thing that has won us over on the Chamsys side is its computer program, like the computer companion to it, is both PC, Mac, and Linux compatible. With the M2GO, I had to have MPC on Parallels on my Mac, and it was just a pain. Every time I opened Parallels, I had to worry about all the Windows updates and then that. But here I can work natively in Mac, which is a bit nicer for me since that's the way all my laptops are, and our team's laptops. And then the other really cool thing is on the Mac app, or PC app as well, there's a free built-in visualizer that, like, seriously in less than 5 minutes you can bang together a bunch of trusses and lay it all out, and you can actually be seeing what you're programming. And then when you're at a show, you can hook up your laptop to a network cable, and you can grab the show from your laptop through the network cable. So then the show's on your, so say you're working on your show on your laptop, you plug it into the console, you grab it, the show now lives on the console, so it's working that way. And then you can, with the same Ethernet cable, you can use your laptop as the visualizer. So if you're at an event and the rig's not quite up yet, you can still be working on the visualizer as an external display and using the full console for programming. MPC kind of has that option. There's a USB option, but it would still 100% be running off your laptop, and you would be at the mercy of Windows updates and all those types of things again. You basically converts the M2GO into a wing for your PC. The show would live on your PC, so it seems like it's a bit more reliant and problematic that way. So for the price range, they're basically the same. I think at this point you know what way we stand, so we are looking at getting rid of all of our Martin stuff at this point and moving to the Chamsys MQ80. It just seems like it's has a lot more pro features, and the fact that I can work natively on my laptop and then grab the show in about 10 seconds on the console, and the visualizer being free, or like Martin has a visualizer, but it's $600 a year or something like that. So it's just not, the value seems on the Chamsys side. But yeah, that's it. If you have any questions, definitely post in the comment section below, and I will get back to you, and hopefully I'll keep making more videos to help out anybody else who's looking to make a similar decision. Awesome, thanks.